Hello and welcome. In previous video, we have already discussed about authentication method. Specifically, we have two authentication method for remote repository authentication, HTTPS and SSH. Now in the HTTPS, we have username and password. We discussed about this in the previous video, and the another one is known as personal access token. Now, instead of password, you can use personal access token. First of all, let's talk about this introduction. A more secure method of authentication is especially recommended if you have two-factor authentication enabled. Here we have some of the advantage. PET acts like a password but offers several advantages, and here we have these advantages. Now what I am doing, I am going to the GitLab and I am going to generate this personal access token. So in order to generate this, you have to click here. Here you will get your user profile. Then you have to go to the preference. Now here you will get this option of access tokens. From here you can generate this token. I don't have any token right now, so I'm going to click on add token, and here I'm going to provide this token name. Okay, let's say that my first token. It is just a name. Okay, now here we have all these options about token. Let's understand this. See, custom scope. You can define a specific permission for the different token, right? See, here we have this option, like if I'm creating this token, okay, I want to provide a different scope like a permission. Let's say that I want user to add everything, right? Add commits and manage everything about this. I can say that I'm giving them API permission. If I'm going to provide them read API, they have only read-only access, right? Right now I'm going to set up API because I want to push this commit, so I'm going to provide API access. So this is the first option we have, that we can provide scope. You can also set up expiry date. You can set up expiry date, okay, that this is valid till this particular date. Okay, I have 29 like 30 days expiry date. Let's okay. After 30 days, this token will be useless. Okay. Recoverability, you can revoke the token at any time without changing your account password. You just need to delete this and the keys are actually revoked. And automation friendly, ideal for the script and automated process where embedding your main account password would less secure. Why? Because it is having many repos and all this. Okay, so you can directly delete this particular key or your personal access token, so user will be denied from the authentication. Okay, so this is like advantages. Now I'm going to click on create personal access token. Here it is my token. I have to copy this. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. They will only provide you this token once. Okay, so keep this in mind that you have to take care about this particular token. Okay, you will not get it again. So I'm just going to paste it over here. Then I have my token ready. Now let's go back to this. Now we are going to create two repo. I am creating two repo every time. Okay, but there are reasons. Don't use the same repo again and again. Okay, as we are learning this right now, I don't want you to confuse. Okay, so I'm going to create another repo. This time we are not going to create Linux repo because in the Windows and Linux the system remains same. Okay, so let's click on project and I'm going to create new project. This time I'm going to give name, okay, PAT, personal access token authentication, like you can give any name. Okay, let's say that WinPAT. Okay, now public, I don't want to have like a readme file, and I'm going to create this. Now keep this in mind, in Windows and in Linux the process is same. Okay, so we are not going to perform the same operation for Windows and Linux. It is same, so I'm using directly with Windows. Okay, now this is my repo. Okay, right now I am going to create another folder. Okay, So let's say that mkdir my code path. Okay. Now cd my code path, git init, git let's create a file, echo, this is my first file, file1, git commit, git add file1, git commit -m and version 1. Okay. Now I am going to add the remote repo. I have this command. Okay, so I am directly using this. Now paste. Now see, one thing that you need to remember. Okay, let's say that if you already added GitHub password, GitLab password and everything. Okay. If you push this right now, if the password is already saved, it is going to add this directly. Okay, so before we are going to push this, we have to make sure, because we are using Windows. In Linux, there is no worry about this. It will ask you for the password. But as we are using Windows, okay, I have to make sure that the user name and password is not saved into the system. How I can verify this? Okay, you can go to the credential manager. Okay, here you will get Windows credential manager, and you have to find out, see, we have this GitLab authentication. It is modified and it is already added. Okay, now what happened if I will push this right now using this? It is going to authenticate, and I want to authenticate using our personal access token. Okay, so please remove this. Okay, you just need to type credential manager. Then you have to find out this GitLab account, remove. Okay, I am making sure that we don't have this GitLab account right now. I think there is no. Okay, now let's push this. Okay, git push origin.
Hello everyone, sorry to disturb you. I am sure you guys are enjoying our GitLab course. If you want full access of this course having 83 videos, you can enroll it from our portal. First 100 students will get special discount. There is some limitation on YouTube, we are unable to give you support, but once you become our community member, our instant support is included, lifetime updation, completion certification, and additionally weekly lifetime live session with our expert Bhavesh Atal. We want to improve your skills anyhow, so that's why we added 5 projects as well. We are also available on Udemy. Still, you have any doubts, any queries, you can contact me on my personal number. Thank you.